Hello everybody, it's Adelaja here. Nice to be back with you today again. I'm continuing my series on understanding suicide, mass shooting and depression. Understanding suicide, mass shooting and depression. These are very serious stuff, and it's a pity that a lot of people don't really know the details and the way these things work, and a lot of people are suffering from these troubles on a daily basis. People are dying of suicide every day. A lot of people are millions of people are in depression in our world today, and mass shooting is happening from time to time. So somebody needs to talk about these things, and that's why I'm talking today about it. And I'm doing a whole series. But one of the ways to really come out of depression or avoid depression in your life is the topic I want to talk about today. Avoid depression through goal setting skills. Avoid depression through goal setting skills. So I think we made a mistake in that goal setting. I think goal setting. Messed it up. Okay. Goal setting skills. Okay, I think it's okay. I was thinking goal setting has separate. What was this one? So avoid depression through goal setting skills, and that is one of the book I have there is How to Get What You Have in Life. That is one of the ways to get what you have in life. But especially what you want in life is to avoid depression and suicide. And so to avoid depression, you need to learn to live for a goal and purpose. But most people don't know how to live for goals and purpose, even though they have goals. Some people, they have vision, they have purpose. Some people think they know what they want in life. Okay, you might say you know what you want in life, but if you don't know how to get there, it will be excruciating process of pain. That's what has happened to a lot of people. I personally have experienced that myself. I used to go to church, and people would tell you, oh, God wants you to have a good future. God will make you the head and not the tail. But how to do it, how to get from A to Z is what nobody tells anybody, but nobody tells me. And I used to wonder, okay, I know God wants me to be great, God wants me to be the head, God wants me to be this and that, but how practically to do it? How do I do this practically? How do I get from A to Z? I have a goal, but how do I achieve the goals? How do I get to where I'm going from where I am? I have a vision, but how do I break down that vision until I get to where I'm going? I have a purpose, but how do I make that purpose a reality? That is what a lot of people don't know. And when you don't know the way and the means of making your goals a reality, you become frustrated. That's exactly the reason why a lot of people are frustrated. When you are frustrated, it could lead to depression. So if you say, okay, I want to become this, or people are always telling you in church and in other places in school that you can become this, you can become that, but they don't give you the steps, they don't give you the blueprint of how to get what they tell you can get, and they just keep on motivating you. And that's the problem. One of the problems with motivational preaching and teachers and who are just preaching, they just motivate you, gear up your emotions, and just make you to work out your emotions, but they don't really teach you on how to go from A to Z. I have a whole book in this process. I think we need to, can you show the book, System Building? That is another book, because for those of you who might really be concerned about this and you don't know, then you say, yes, I have a goal, but I don't know how to do it, or I have a vision, but I don't know how to do it to get from A to Z. I wrote a book on that, and it's called System Building. You can build a whole system for your life and on how to get from A to Z. I also have a training, we call it HMT training, that is called How to Plan Your Life for the Next 25 Years. How to plan your life for the next 25 years. I don't have that as a book yet, but I do have it as yes, I have it as a training. It's video. So you could go on YouTube and look for Sunday Adelaja Plan Your Life, how to plan your life for the next 25 years. So you might want to go and listen to that whole series of teaching on HMT. That will really help you. But you can also build your life around how to build a system around your life to get to your goals, to get to where you're going. So this is the book, System Building. And that is another book that will be able to help you. So one of the ways to get what you need in life is to know how to set goals. Goal setting skills will save you from depression, because most people who know what they want. They want to be rich, they want to be healthy, they want to live a productive life, but they don't know how to get there. So, but when you know how to set goals, then that problem will be resolved. There's no way you will go to depression. You will, because you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly how to get there. So depression, it will be very difficult for depression to get you, unless other catastrophes happen or other incidents happen that could lead to depression, maybe trauma or something, post-traumatic situation. But go to my YouTube page where you are watching me right now, I guess, and look for a playlist on HMT, History Makers Training. And you could just search for my name and plan how to plan your life for the next 25 years. Because the major problem in life for most people, some people say my teachings are practical. And the reason is because I suffered from this a long time. When I listen to a lot of preachers, a lot of teachers, everything is motivational. Most preachings and teachings in churches is just motivational based. So they encourage you to to believe in God, to know that you are going to make it, to know that things will work out, but they don't tell you the steps that you need to take. They don't tell you and teach you how to break down your vision, how to break down your goals, how to go from A to Z, how to go from where you are right now to whatever the goal that they are inspiring you to get will be. So most people actually, what they're calling goals are not goals, they are just dreams. When you just say, okay, I want to be rich, that is just a dream. When you say, I want to become a big man, I want to become popular, I want to become important, those are dreams. Those are not goals. So when you want to, but for you to really be successful in life, and it's better for you to convert your dreams and your vision into concrete goals. Most people, when they have visions and purpose and dreams like this, and they don't have concrete steps of setting goals, then they become frustrated, because you know that you can do this, you know that everybody is telling you can become this person, you can become that person, but if you don't have the concrete steps of how to get there, it could lead to depression as well. It could lead to depression. So, a lot of people think it's just because you don't have a goal in life, you don't have a vision. But people could have vision, but if they don't have goal setting skills, they could still be depressed. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to let you know what are the things you must have for you to be able to get your vision into reality and avoid depression. Because when depression could come just from the frustration that you don't know how to get to the goal that you already have, or to the vision that you already have, to the purpose you already have. Like I said, most of the things we call goals are dreams. Even with the vision and goal, the vision and dreams need to be converted to concrete goals. For a vision to become a goal, it must have concrete, specific. It must be specific. So, for example, if you say, I want to be rich. So specific, that is not specific. No, that is just an ambition, it's a dream, it's a vision, maybe, but it's not specific. For it to be specific, you've got to say, I want to be rich, and you must know the area where you want to be rich. You want to be rich through business? That is specific. You want to be rich through teaching? That is another one. You want to be rich through education? You want to be rich through trade, through finances, or through engineering. So you have to be specific about how you want to be rich. So for example, if somebody comes and say, I know I'm going to be rich, and I want to be rich through computer building skills. I have the skills. So that means that it would inform you to go and get the education of how to build computers or how to assemble computers. That is specific right there. I will be rich through computer building skills. If you already have the skills to build computer, then you have to go and now ask yourself another question. It has to be, you have to make that goal measurable. So specific, you already have the specific that you want to be rich through computer assembly plan. Now you have to, the second thing apart from being specific is measurable. What is rich to you? Are you talking about being rich in American dollars or in your own currency? Are you talking of $1 million, or you are talking of $10 million, or $100 million, or $1 billion? So what is, so that is, you have to measure that your desire. You have to, that's your dream has to be measurable. So you have already given specific goal that you want to be rich through this industry, through computer building or assembling plants. Now we now know that the dream has become measurable by saying that I want to make my my first 10 million US dollars by the age of, or in the next 10 years. So that makes it more measurable. So that now is becoming to resemble a goal. But apart from being specific about your goal, and apart from the goal being measurable, you also need to make sure that the goal is attainable. So if you say you want to make your first $10 million in the next 10 years, why? On what basis? What are the arguments? What is the base for you to affirm that you'll be able to make $10 million in 10 years? Is it attainable? You have to prove to us that it's attainable. So that now makes it to become goal. It's not just a dream anymore, but apart from it being attainable, there's another factor you might want to look for. You want to ask yourself, in my process of attaining this goal, am I going to feel, is it going to be rewarding? Is this goal going to be rewarding for me? Is it going to worth my effort? Am I going to be happy doing it? Is it going to be rewarding? Am I going to feel satisfied? So make sure that your goal is rewarding. So these are the milestones that you have in goals, which is not always present when you talk about dreams or even ambition or vision or purpose. A lot of people they just have a vision of becoming somebody, but they don't have milestones. And that is what differentiates a goal from ambition, from dreams, from vision, from purpose. It has, concrete milestones, measurable milestones, and plan. So apart from rewarding, making sure that what you are doing is rewarding, you have to have a plan. A plan is when you have the steps, the concrete steps that you will take to get even after to those milestones, from one milestone to the other, and you'll be able to measure everything and you put everything in time. With planning, it has to be measured by time, and everything has to be gauged by time and effort statistics. Because if you just have a goal that I will become a millionaire in 10 years' time, and you don't have time measurement from, okay, how many years will you spend in school? How many years what does it cost to, will it take you to study computer building? Then you have to add that to how many years will it cost you to be able to build your first company or your first plant. And so it has to be specific. You have to have specific goals. So this, one of the differences between having goals is that you can have measurement to your goals. You have tracks. You can track your goal. You can measure your goal, and you can monitor your goal. You know what you want and how to get there. Unfortunately, that is what many people don't have. They don't have that measurement of, the vision they have and of the purpose of vision or ambition that they have. One other thing that a goal will do for you, goal setting skills will do for you, is that it will help you to break your vision down into smaller goals. It will help you to break your vision, your purpose, your mission down into smaller, measurable goals. So you are moving from one goal to the other because you are making progress. So that is what planning will do for you. Like I said, apart from this book on system building, you can also go and look for it's like about 20 hours of training, how to plan your life for the next 25 years. It's more details there. So you can go and do that as well. But this, I'm just giving you the general knowledge, but the skills of how to get this done, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to find it in that training. So what will goal setting skills give you? It will give you hope. And what is depression? Depression is lack of hope. Depression is the absence of hope. People that are depressed don't see hope. They don't see the future. They don't see what to live for. They don't have joy because they are not seeing anything in their future in front of them. But goal setting skills will help you to be able to have hope, because it will give you assurance that your goal is attainable, achievable, that your vision is not just a dream, that your ambition is not just an ambition, it's not just aspiration, that really these things can be done, and that there are milestones, there are steps, there are measurements on how you could get from where you are to where you need to be. But depression gives you, hopelessness, and tells you that, and you don't see that future, even if it's, even if it's not depression yet, but it will lead to depression eventually. When you don't see the future, it will always lead to depression. Another, of course, area of depression is what goals could do for you to make you avoid depression is that depression always focuses on your failures. But when you now have goal setting skills, you'll be able to compare why you failed in the past, because most likely you failed in the past because you had ambition, you have vision, but you don't have goals. Goal setting skills to make those things come to pass. So, but this will now give you enthusiasm, it will give you zeal, it will give you joy and happiness that, okay, you can now encourage yourself that before I didn't have these skills, or I didn't have even this training that DSA is talking about. But now, at least with these trainings, you have a better future. So that will save you also it will give you hope. It saves you from depression. The same thing with these books that I'm talking about, how to get everything you have in life. Maybe you never read that book before, but by the time you read it now, you'll be able to say, oh yeah, that makes me to be able to, move forward. That will help me. That will help me. The same thing with the system, So these things will give you positive. They will put light at the end of your tunnel. They will make you to know that, okay, I'm not just doing the same thing, because depression makes you to focus on your failures, on the things that didn't work out in the future, in the past. But you could now remind yourself and remind that depression that no, unlike the other time, I didn't have this. Now I have new skill sets. I have new possibilities, new opportunities to move forward, and on the basis of this, I know I can do better. And another thing you can do that to avoid depression is that remind yourself of some little victories that you've had, especially when you want to attain a new goal. Remember the old victories you've had, and use that to propel you into this new future that you want to build for yourself, into your new goals. Those are also skills, because you need the motivation, you need the ambition, you need the positive feeling, you need the energy. So it's not just the technical skills that you need. You need the energy, because a lot of people that are in depression, they don't have the energy to stand up from the bed even, to be able to do anything. They are so discouraged, they don't even feel like standing up from that bed. But when you remember what you have done in the past, how things have worked out for you, how you succeeded in some things, that will encourage you to be able to say, okay, let me go and do this. Now, there's another skill in goal setting skills that we call worksheet. You can record that is where you record your progress. You can record your progress, you can record the progress that you are making. You can, because even you need to celebrate every progress, every step that you do successfully. And even the knowledge, the new knowledge that you are gaining, that are helping you, that you didn't know before, you need to celebrate them. And then you need to put them into practice. And you know, when you celebrate your progress, even no matter how small they are, when you are seeing that you are moving forward, and that forward movement is going to encourage you to be able to do more. It's going to give you energy to be able to do more in future. So, of course, one of the things you could ask yourself is, that time that I became successful, or that I was able to do something, what did I do right? What are the steps that I took that made me to be successful? And fall back to that and use those kind of steps anymore. Yeah, and you know, derive energy from your success. Now, when it comes to the skills, the goal setting skills, you might also want to consider for yourself the long-term, to answer the question for yourself. What are my long-term goals? Then, what are my short-term goals? And what are my middle-term goals? So, like I was talking to you about becoming a millionaire in 10 years, okay, that is the long-term goal. But the short-term goal right now would be to get to the school, to the computer school, some computer building school. So that would be the short-term. The middle-term, the short-term goal. The middle goal could be, or the mid-term goal could be, okay, I will finish university. Once I finish that university, I will go and work in a computer building industry. So that would be or I get experience before I start my own. Or maybe the mid-term goal will be, okay, I will finish working at the computer plant or building company, and then I will start my own business. And another thing you might need to know about goal setting skills is that you should be flexible. Allow yourself to be flexible, to change and modify some of your methods. You don't need to change your goals, but it's okay to change your methods, to change your tactics, and so be free to always examine and review those goals that you have set for yourself, even the milestones. You try to review them from time to time and see if if you need to improve on something that will make you to be more effective. And definitely another thing you want to do with goal setting skills is to always get knowledge. You need to always get knowledge, the knowledge will help you to be able to improve yourself and to be able to do things even at a faster rate and to be more effective. Because we cannot just rely on the knowledge you know before. New knowledge will bring you new experiences and new victory. And again, when you are attaining your goals and you are setting goals and attaining them, there will be moments of discouragement, maybe, or failure. So that's why you need to encourage yourself with everything, with every little success. So with the little success that you have, you might want to encourage yourself. You might want to celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory, but don't lose sight of the main vision, of the main goal that is ahead of you. But your milestones could be celebrated. And then you might want to also find out how to do a daily daily schedule. You know, like you need to work out a schedule, a daily schedule, so that you know what you are doing every day. But those daily schedule must come from your main goal and your main vision. It is your main goal and your main vision that informs you about what you do on a daily basis. And but ultimately, you need to get to a place where you have a routine. So it is their daily schedules that will turn now to become a routine of everything you do daily, because routine will make you to do all those things automatically. They will make you to do those things automatically. Yeah. I think that will be some of the things I would like to, that will be the end of what I would like to tell you today. But if you get the books or you go and get the videos, they're all free. The videos are all free on YouTube. And the books, you could also read them for free on Kindle Unlimited. Or you could buy them for yourself. But like I said, no, I said before, but not today, but all my books are available on Amazon. If you are registered for on Amazon Unlimited, Kindle Unlimited, you can read them for free. If you are in Africa, you could get my books on a website that is called dsabooksplanet.com. Or you could go to okadabooks.com to get my books electronically. But physical books, you go to dsabooksplanet.com. And for those of you who might want to join my mentorship program, go to sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. And for those who might want to join our Nigerian project, go to sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. So that will be it for today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Peace.